Hello, my name's Max Hafler and I am a theatre and voice teacher. And I work here at NUI Galway on the drama programmes, and I facilitate a programme every year for the SSMs, which involves using drama to find out stuff about how you maybe feel about your oncoming career as a doctor. But this year, the SSM is slightly different because it's actually, as you know, I'm sure yourselves, it's actually extended all the way through from January through to May. So we've actually separated it up into two blocks, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. So what you're going to do is you're going to meet me, if you decide to choose this, you're going to meet me on Fridays. It's mostly on Friday afternoons. For the first session on January the 10th, it will be on Friday morning. Okay, but after that it will be Friday afternoons. And for the first 6 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to work on voice and presentation. Now, I've known from the two SSMs I've run like this that voice and presentation is very important for you in terms of the kind of work that you're going to be doing, and particularly if you want to go into teaching or lecturing of any description. In fact, I do actually run a voice and presentation course for lecturers here as well. So for the first 6 weeks, we're going to be working on that. So it's going to be how to project your voice, how to use your voice, how to be clear, how to breathe as well. That's something that's very, very important, and something that very often is kind of missed out of a lot of speech training. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing for the first 6 weeks, and then after that we're going to do some general acting drama workshops, just maybe a couple, and I'm just going to introduce you to a number of kind of acting kind of games. What these are for often is to build a sense of ensemble, a sense of teamwork, which is something that's very important for you in terms of the kinds of careers that you're going to go into. And a lot of people have found that this has been very useful for them, you know, in terms of giving them a real idea about what being in a team and being and not being too competitive either, but so it's not like sport, for instance. So there'll be 2 or 3 workshops of that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start building a piece. We're going to devise a piece of theatre. Now, this piece of theatre on May the 22nd, which I think is your last day, is going to be presented to your peers. Okay, and usually what we've done is we've worked from a topic. So the first year we did this, we worked it from patient empathy with patients, exploring what had happened to relatives or to yourself when you'd actually been in hospital as a patient yourself. Last year's was more about medical education. And it was a very different sort of piece, obviously, because there were very different people. And it was exploring, you know, what did people kind of think about the way they were being educated as doctors. My feeling this year is I quite like us to make a piece about morals and ethics. And I just think that might be an interesting place to go. But I'm also open to people making suggestions of maybe something else. And so we'll present that to your peers on May the 22nd, and then we're going to have a talk back, both about the process, about what we did, and maybe about some of the issues that came up, which I'm hoping Peter Cantor will share. So that's a basic sweep of the whole thing. And let me say first of all that you don't have to have a theatrical background to be doing this, you know. In many respects, not having a theatrical background might be quite a good thing, particularly in terms of devising work, because what you're doing when you're making a piece about something, say morals and ethics, it's not it's not like you're making a play as such, though there may be scenes in it, but it may be like somebody's written a poem, and we may dramatize that poem, or somebody's written a piece, and then maybe what we'll do is we might make that piece into a scene, and we'll put it all together like a kind of mosaic, and you'll be partly responsible for doing that yourselves. Because it's more spread out, I think a lot more responsibility for that piece is going to be put upon the students themselves. Because when you're devising a piece, you make a lot more work than actually ends up in the final piece. So we'll be talking about what really works and whether we feel that this piece of writing that somebody's brought in might work better as a song, or it might work better as a piece of drama, or maybe we should just leave it behind because it doesn't fit in, or whatever. And we have to be very, very kind of generous about that. And that's one of the really important and valuable things about working on a devising piece like that it really encourages you to work as a team, something which I feel is very important. It's quite physical, okay, so it's going to be, you're going to have to be coming in kind of clothes you can work in, comfortable clothes. And if you have any further questions about this that you'd like to ask me, then my email is Max Hafler, so that's MaxHafler @iol.ie. Okay, Max Hafler @iol.ie. If you have any further questions about this, if you're kind of thinking, well, I don't know, is this going to be for me? But just to consider that you have these two, you have these two parts really to the SSM. One is going to be this voice and relaxation, and with the voice work as well, you are going to be asked to do a presentation on your own, to give a speech on your own about something that you care about. And then the second part is this group work where we all work together on making this piece. Towards the end, which I think is the 19th to the 22nd of May, you will be coming in more, okay, just for those 4 days before we actually present. And I think that's all I have to say. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you if you choose it.